Hi guys, good morning. How are you guys doing today? So good to have you back again. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Stella. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. Today is what time? What is the time? I think like past 8 on on a Sunday morning, and I've been busy this morning doing some cleaning and stuff in the house, but this thing keep like running to my mind if I should make this video or not. Okay, but because I keep thinking about it, I feel like I just have to make this video. So last week, yes, last week now, last week, a friend of mine in Mauritius sent me like a video pictures of things that are happening in the country. Like I said, I'm no longer in Mauritius. Okay, so there is an accident, like they arrested a lot of Africans, a lot of people, not only Africans, some other countries as well, that has overstayed their visa in the country. I mean, this is not a new, it's not a new thing. It is a normal thing. It is a normal rate that happens all the time. You get, but this one is like kind of very personal to me because few people I know are part of those that was arrested, and when they send me message like I'm like, what happened? What is, because these are people I actually met in the country and I left them there. So some of them has been arrested, some are already in Nigeria, some are still already in Nigeria, already in their country, some are still looking for money to book tickets, it's a lot. So according to what I heard, allegedly, so they said like 40 to 50 people were arrested, some were arrested on their way to work. So this is how it is in Mauritius. If you work at like any department, maybe construction, hospitality, there's always a staff boss, like contract bus that take people to work. So I think these people already know the route that these people take. They like stop them on the road, park everybody in the bus like that. They just wake up. They do this thing often and often. But this particular one is a lot. Like 40 to 50 people is a lot of people actually, and it is like very very like concerning because I'm not really. If you notice me, I don't like to come here with bad news. There was a time that people were talking about they were sending some people back at the airport. So somebody even come to my, like, send me an email that why do I keep talking about telling people to come to Mauritius, because I know that there's no way for them to get like a permanent, like a residency, a visa kind of. It is true. Before, there's a premium visa for a year and it is completely free. You can apply from outside Mauritius. You can apply when you're already inside. But since last year, the visa is not going, and I think that also contributed to the reason why people like overstay that visa, that kind of thing. Because this is a matter of survival. People are trying to survive. People are trying to live. It is not easy anyway. The only crime that these people commit is that they try to, like, okay, let me see if I can. They are trying to look for greener pasture, and unfortunately things like this happens. So I don't really know why the premium visa is no longer going for Nigeria. Last year they released some kind of visas, like self-employed visa, like two three of them, but the requirement is too much for an average person. The amount of money they're asking you to deposit in a certain account, like, if I have that kind of money, I will not think of leaving my country in the first place. So it is very very demanding. The requirement is just so much. Is so much. Then for the premium visa that people were like managing, when you come with a 1 or 2 week visa, you can actually go to their office to extend that visa to 3 months. But now they will ask you for like a large sum amount of money in your account. If you don't have it, it's an issue. They will ask you for a lot of documents. Especially if you are Africa, if you are black, the premium visa is no longer going, or maybe there are some countries that are actually going for this extension and they are getting it. I don't know why it is so hard for people from my area to get this kind of extension or to get this kind of permit. It is very, I think the government should looking for ways to make things easy for people, because imagine me buying a ticket of over $2,000 to come into your country. In one way or the other, I am contributing to the economy of that country. No matter how much the amount of money, I come here with my PT, I book my flight, I book. In Mauritius, if you did not book an hotel, if you did not pay for that hotel from your country, they will not let you in. The cheapest amount of hotel you can get for just 5 days is around 400,000 naira, which is around like 300 USD or 400. Yeah, I think so. And that is somebody's how many months salary in a certain place. So that is a lot of money, a lot of money that people are, if I work in Mauritius for a month, that means I'm using my own month salary to book a 5 days hotel just to come into the country. So in one way or the other, they are contributing to the economy of that country, and the government should look into ways that they can make things easier for these people. They are not committing any crime. They are work. People work. They work in Mauritius, like they work like Jack. You see them doing full shifts. Working construction just to make. They are not committing any crime. So I think they should look into ways to make things easy. To make they should. Especially this premium visa, it is a 1 year visa, and it is a good way to to stay legally in the country. Once somebody is in your country, of course they are going to spend money, they are going to add to the economy in one way or the other. So these people, they are on their way to work, and the immigration, they went there and they parked them. And you see, I made a video before about consequences of overstaying your visa in Mauritius. One of the most important one of is that you might get arrested for overstaying your visa. So what happens when you overstay your visa? That one is even I'll make a video about that. What happens? Like the things. But the problem is that lately I noticed that people talk about when they are arrested, they will handcuff them. Like, yeah, I think it's a criminal offense in Mauritius if you overstay your visa, but handcuff, like you put for what? It is not. Some people are saying they will collect their phone, they cannot communicate. If you collect their phone and they cannot communicate that, okay, this is where I am, how will they book a ticket to go back to some of them even have, nobody is even happy about the fact that they don't have a permanent stay in a certain country. Most of them have their tickets booked already, because when you come into Mauritius, you have to book a two-way ticket. So of course you have your return. If you arrested somebody for overstaying, then you collected the person's phone. How do you expect the person to communicate with their family, with their friends, that okay, this thing happened to me, you people should help me book my ticket? They will not be able to book their ticket. Then you will lock them there in a very dehumanized form. Like, it is not very nice. This thing of overstaying visa is a global issue. Everywhere in the world it happens. Even Mauritians, they are in other countries, they overstay their visas there. I know a certain Mauritian that told me that my brother is in Australia for 7 years and does not have paper. It is true. So you guys also overstay your visas in another country. So why it is not an issue. I understand the fact that the island is very small and they are trying to make sure that it is not overcrowded, that kind of thing. But if you should ask me, Mauritius has enough space to contain everybody. And people are not, I don't think any African have the plan to stay in Mauritius permanently. I've never seen one. All of them, that place is just like a transit. All of them, they have one thing or the other. Last week, the video I made about tourism in Mauritius, I got a comment on my comments. A guy was saying his brother is in prison for 4 years for no reason. I don't understand. Why is that? For what? And I was asking him that, what happened? Why your brother said he's in prison for 4 years and they were not able to talk to him. I don't know what the person, I don't know what they did, because I asked him, okay, what did your brother do? He said he does not do anything. Maybe they arrested him on the issue of overstaying the visa as well. I don't know. But why will you keep somebody in? I also personally know somebody like that. See, I don't know what to talk about. I don't want to give out too much information about that. But I feel like you guys are not trying. Like, there should be a way around these things. There should be a kind of visa that maybe an what do you call it, expatriate visa. Like, yes, I think that's still the premium visa. Why is it no longer going? If you apply for it now, the thing is just there and you've been processing for many months. So it is just so. My mind goes out to everyone out there that was affected about this whole issue. Some of them are already back in their country. Some are still in Mauritius, because when you are not prepared for something, you got you unaware, you don't know what to do. You just be there. So I just hope that they were able to finalize their tickets and leave the country as soon as possible, because being in a prison in a foreign land for no tangible reason, it's not as if you kill somebody. It is in other developed countries. If they caught somebody that has overstayed their visa and they need them to go out of their country, the thing they do is make sure that they go. It's not as if you lock them up in a certain way. Dehumanize them for what reason? I even heard that there is a certain detention center in, I don't want to mention name, are stripping people naked. For what? That is too, it is just too much. I cannot imagine somebody I know or in myself in that kind of situation, like the kind of mental disorder that you would have put in that person. And the only crime they committed was they are just trying to survive. Most of them go, they wake up every, Africans in Mauritius, they work like, they wake up even homes that your like the indigenous cannot do. You see them on site, you see them everywhere doing all the dirty works to get money. But even at that, once they start grading, everybody will not be able to go anywhere, stay at home for a week, and you still have to pay bills on top of that. The fact that you're not going to does not concern the Mauritian landlord. You have to pay your bills. So it's really sad that I'm talking about this because I don't really like to bring any bad vibe to to my channel, but sometimes I just have to talk about it. Even in my own country, there are people that come in to the fact that I'm saying my country is not good enough. I want to go out to hustle. People are still coming there to hustle from another country, and they're also having this issue of deportation, like immigration everywhere. This one is a global issue. Especially, there are some countries that are very, like neighbor countries that can actually walk in with your legs. So when you walking like that, you don't get a visa. Of course, they will have issue with immigration. The only thing I know is they take them back to like they take them back to their border, go back to your country, and that is it. You don't jail them for no reason. Imagine somebody saying his brother is in jail for 4 years. For what? That is a long time. Yeah, I understand that people will commit. There are some people that will go and choke out in some business that is not there. Like when the person is saying my brother does not do anything, I don't really know. I'm not there. But if truly the person does not do anything, then why is he in prison? In my next video, I think I'm going to talk about the things you should do when if you find yourself in this kind of situation, like getting arrested for overstaying in Mauritius, especially. And if you are in Mauritius and you know that you are staying there illegally, this is the time for you to wrap up whatever you are doing. Start making plans for a future, because no matter how long you stay in Mauritius, I don't think there's any future. Like there's no like profit. There's nothing there. You have to leave. Even if you stay there legally for 4 or 5 years, maybe if you marry somebody like I think that's the only way for you to marry a Mauritian. They'll give you stay and not. But if you choose not to get married, is it by force to get married? Must I get married to get permit in a certain country? If you choose not to get married in Mauritius, it is very hard for you to get their passport is an issue. So start making up your mind, start making plans, pack your things, look for a stable country you can go that will give you peace of mind. That you will not see police coming and you enter bush. So I think that is my 2 cents for today. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the things you have to do if this thing happens to you. I think you guys have to prepare your mind that okay, if this thing happens, what will I do? So you have to prepare your mind, start making plans, start making tangible plans to just put things together and find your way out of that place if you are not on a valid visa. And if you are a valid visa, well, good for you. But the good news is that no matter how long you stay there, to get a passport, even those that got, I know of a brother of mine is from my tribe that got married to a Mauritian. They have 2 babies together. The children have the passport and stuff. He has permits. He even go there with what a child that he had before in his previous marriage. The boy is with him. Till now, the man is there for 9-10 years now. They have not given him passports. They keep posting him. Before, those that went 15 years ago, 20 years ago, yeah, they are fine. But the new generation that are coming in, they are not. It will take time. You get it, but it will take time, and you spend money, and it is you have to remain there because you should be there for a certain amount of year. So if you like yourself, you love yourself, just try to. Today I'm very very pissed off, but anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.